Today I'm going to talk to you about how to weave in an end. So I'm going to thread the yarn tail from my Emkin onto a darning needle, and then I'm going to sew this hole shut at the top of the head. Then I'm going to weave in the end. To sew the hole shut, there's no one particular way I do it. Personally, I try to keep my stitches relatively small. I don't want people to be able to see what I'm doing. There's some fancier ways that you can do this by grabbing each stitch around the hole and then pulling that tight. I think that can be really neat. I just forget to do that a significant portion of the time, and I don't want to lie to you. So I pull that tight, and if I notice like this stitch right here is bothering me a little bit, it's a little bit more textural and obvious than I like, so I'm going to insert the darning needle under that and direct that downward to just sort of pull that into the crochet work more, and direct that out through a hole between the stitches on the back of the head and pull that tight so that all of that is relatively even and closed. And now I have this long yarn tail, and I want to make sure that this is secure and never comes undone. So I am going to weave that in. To me, what that means is using a long yarn tail. I am going to direct my darning needle back into the same stitch space that the yarn tail comes out of, so that I don't create stitches across the work. I don't want to create little lines of stitches all over. It would make the crochet work look a bit messy. So I'm going to insert the darning needle back into that same stitch space and out through another stitch space, a space between two stitches, on a different area of the work. You can keep this to just the head area. That would be fine. You could also direct the darning needle down through the neck and out through the body. The point is to repeat this action over and over again without pulling so tight that it creates a dent in the crochet work. So I'm staying pretty loose. I'm going to insert the hook or the needle back into that same stitch space and out through a different one at the back of the head right there. I'm going to pull that all the way through, and I'm going to pull it gently so that it hides inside the crochet work but does not pull and make a concave shape there. So I'm going to repeat that again, insert the needle into the same stitch space and out through another stitch space at the front of the head, and I'm going to pull that through. I repeat this until I get so tired of it that I need to stop for sanity's sake. This means that my ends are very thoroughly woven in. They are all throughout the head. They will not come undone. They will not come unmoored. They're more likely to break just because of sheer age, instead of breaking or fraying because they come loose. They will not come loose because this was done a dozen to 24 times. So I'm just going to keep doing that until I run out of yarn or I can't stand it anymore. Each time I need to think about not pulling it too tight. There have definitely been times when I've been weaving in ends when I am trying to move quickly and I move a little too fast and I accidentally go into a different stitch space than the same one that the yarn tail came out of. That can cause a visual mishap. There have also been times when I pull too hard and create shaping that was not intended. If you want to create shaping, if you want to depress the front of the face and pull that in a little further, if you want to create other shaping on the body, this would be a good time to do it with the yarn tail as you weave it in. You can do two things at once. But right now I'm not. I am only weaving in this yarn tail back and forth until it is all gone. There are multiple methods for weaving in ends. A lot of people will knot the crochet work, knot the yarn, and then pull that knot inside the crochet work. I can't speak to whether or not that lasts for a very long time. I have had issues when I've woven in the ends like that myself, but I know that others have not, so maybe I was doing it wrong. I'm not sure. That's going to be the final time, dictated by the universe since my yarn came off my darning needle. So now I've woven in all of that end except for this last 6 inches. I'm going to call it a day there, and I'm going to pull the yarn slightly tighter and then trim the yarn right at that surface, being careful not to clip any of the actual crochet work stitches. That's all done. Then there's a tiny bit of that yarn tail sticking out of that stitch space. I usually use my scissors, and I carefully poke into that stitch space without cutting anything. I just shove that ever so slightly back inside the crochet work, and it disappears. And that is how I weave in ends. I hope that helps.